Well, guys, Alicia's over here putting in a light fixture, and I came in here to check this bathroom and put the shower curtain up, and I noticed the Mixet valve is dripping. They have no grill on there, and it's backing up. So from the way it's backing up and the amount of time it takes, I think maybe the clog is about anywhere from 5 to 10 feet away. So I think what we'll do is, and I noticed the downstairs bathroom sink is stopped up too. So I think what we'll do is we'll snake from here down to the bathroom sink, and then we'll take the bathroom sink apart and snake the rest of the way if we can't clear it. We'll run this down, and if we can run it down here and hit the clog and it unclogs this and the bathroom, then we're good to go. But because this could be like between here and the sink, and there could be a separate clog, but I believe they're on the same line. So anyway, I'm gonna have to find some parts at Home Depot for this. I don't think I'm gonna do it today. I'll do it tomorrow. So tomorrow we should have some video of us snaking this drain and whatnot. How you doing, girl?
I'm having fun.
You're having fun?
Yes.
All right. What you got there? Oh.
Just a light.
That's a nice light fixture. LED.
Yeah.
Over here, we had to buy a low profile light. I don't have it out of the package yet for here, so it doesn't hit here. So, and over here, we flushed this about 15 minutes ago. And there's no toilet running, so we're good. All right, well, I'm gonna help her with the light fixtures and then the smoke detectors and whatnot.
To feel like before I seal the deal, turn the switch over here.
Okay.
I'll tell you when. I feel with the wires in hand.
Okay, you want me to test it while you got your hands in the wire?
Yeah, in a little bit. Let me just get my hands off the wire.
You don't want me to test it while you got it full
Yes,
wire?
you can now. Go ahead.
Test it?
This one.
Oh, sorry.
You got the wrong one. Yeah.
Okay, turn it on bright. Does it have a
I
setting?
don't think it has settings. No.
I thought it did. Doesn't have the settings?
No, I don't see the switch.
I don't like that warm light.
I know.
Anyway, go ahead.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I won't be keeping those on the truck.
No.
Most of these lights that we keep on the truck have 3 settings: warm,
You have more options.
bright, and daylight. Yeah, more options. That way, if we install it, nobody's going to complain because we got 3 options. This only has warm. So, all right. Check back with her. I'm gonna go look at that sink downstairs. Hey guys, I went over here to this sink and I took the top off of there, and I figured, well, let me just stick that stick down there and see if I can clean it out. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. This is what I got out of it. It's doing great. When you take that off, it does even better. So I thought, well, before I get my electric snakes out, I'm going to carry 2 electric snakes, but I also carry a hand snake. Maybe it's just a little clog, a hair clog, not too far down, because I thought, well, then this one was clogged and all, you know, because I keep my 95 footer right here, and this is for outside the walls. On the clean outs, and then I got this guy over here that I use for underneath kitchen sinks, and then I have this guy these two hand ones, just for small little clogs, you know, just to see, you know, if I can get it. I thought, oh, before I get all this out, I'm gonna run this guy through the tub and see if I can break it loose. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run this guy through there and see what, before I dig out all the big stuff. Well, okay, Alicia's on her second light fixture there. Let's go see how this one looks. Well, that one looks nice. Alright guys, let's see what we can do with this by give this a hand job. And if it doesn't work out, then I'll get the electrical one. This is what I used right here to get that shit out of that drain. Okay guys, usually when I'm operating my other snakes, electric ones, I wear rubber gloves, 2 pairs, and then I put a pair of cloth gloves on. That way my snake doesn't get tangled up on these and rip my finger into something. When you have the cloth gloves, the cable will glide through your hand and it doesn't get all caught up usually. But they do get wet and all that toilet and shower shit goes through the gloves, but you still have these on underneath to keep you protected. So, but since this isn't electric and it's not going to get away from me, I'm just going to use the gloves. If I remember right, to use this, because I mostly use my electric one, you hold that down and it feeds like this. Oh, this is to lock your snake in place. If you hit a spot and this won't feed, you can lock it down right here and then push hard. But for right now, we don't need that. So let's just get some cable in there and then we'll fill up the water. Now, when you got something where it's hitting something like that, you want to get all the slack out of the snake. That way it doesn't coil up on your snake. So I like to get some of the coil out of it. So make it a little bit stouter. Even that might be a little bit too much cable for this little guy. Okay guys, this just ain't gonna happen. Hey guys, I thought before I dig out that other snake, I'd try this guy. I bought this for bathtub overflows. When you can't get a snake down, this thing is so flexible right here that it makes all the turns, and usually I get it in with this here, and it has a real good flexibility. I'm gonna try it before I dig out the snake.
Whatever.
Okay, I'll do what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay guys, I'm not gonna screw this too much more. I'm gonna get and we'll get the other snake. Okay guys, I'm gonna try to get this done. I have a foot pedal that I can use, but I also have Alicia, so I'll have Alicia do the on and off for me right here, and forward and reverse. She kind of knows what to look for. She knows when I'm getting into trouble. She starts to see that cable bind, she shuts her down. I would use the foot pedal if I didn't have her here, but I kind of like the option of being able not to have my foot, because I got a bad back, my wrist is all screwed up, so I have to position myself when I have the foot pedal. Hey guys, I cut the tip off of this years ago right here. And I mostly use it for 1.5" ABS or whatever we got going on, sometimes 2" but having that bend in there gets me around the pipes without that head intruding or getting in my way. And when this spins, whatever that is cleans it. And if you're going in and out, this will usually rip that clog apart. So I wear rubber gloves underneath, and then I wear my plumbing gloves, which are Harbor Freight Tool gloves, on the outside, because rubber gloves will get caught up in that snake and these won't. But at the same time, I don't want all this crap going on my hands if I have cuts and abrasions, which I normally always do. When I snake, I like to have some water in the drain, but there is water down there already. So, like I said, I have a foot pedal, but with my bad back and hand, I have to stay in a certain position with it and keep, and I have Alicia, she knows when I'm getting into trouble. If she sees that snake start to act funny, she shuts it down. And if she's not sure, or she shuts it down prematurely, then I just tell her turn it back on. But it works out good for us. So let's see here. This thing's probably froze up. Okay, go ahead and let's put it in forward and bounce it, tap it. Go ahead and just see what it's going to do. Go ahead, just let it tap until I say. Just shut it down.
Let's try something different. Let me turn this way.
Okay.
Look at the tip on that one. I think it's gonna bend.
Can you kind of just get...
Yeah. Let me just gonna go.
Or how about just straight up and down?
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
Like that?
I'll hold it on here.
Yeah, you can just put it straight up and down.
There you go.
Like that.
Perfect.
Okay, now can you... Here, I want to put that... Can you put that on my hat? Turn it on.
Yeah, sure. Let me get it up there.
The other way. You're on the wrong part of the clip.
Yeah, I probably am.
No, you don't have to stretch it. It'll just go on.
Okay.
Just slide it.
Okay.
There you go. Now, double tap. Okay, that's cool.
And then,
Okay,
there you go.
that's better. Okay, if you want,
Mm-hmm.
let me see what I got here.
Let's see the tip of the snake.
Okay.
Oh, now it's facing out that way. Perfect.
Yeah, I just don't know where the
I think it's
hole
gonna
is.
go this time, I think. Here we go. Let me
Go
know when
ahead.
you're ready.
Go ahead. Hold it. I'm gonna choke down. Oh, no wonder. Look at this. That's what we got going on. That thing is packed.
Let me get it. Let
Go
me get a
ahead.
knife.
Now it should come right off.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Let's keep going in at it.
Let me got it.
Go ahead. You want to get a knife?
That's what I was gonna
Yeah, go
grab.
ahead. Sometimes, guys, if it's really packed with this shit, you're not gonna get it down through the trap. So you just have to keep going at it. So, and I see plastic, and I see a bunch of other crap in there. There she goes. So I'll just keep at it until something good or bad happens. It doesn't have to be spotless either.
But if it doesn't, if that this is gonna not grab anything. It's
Yeah.
gonna spin around.
It's gonna spin around?
Spin around.
Spin around.
Spin around. Spin around. Trying to be cute.
I'm trying to be a comedian. That should be good. It doesn't have to be spotless.
I know. Trust me, I know.
So let's get in there and try again. Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna change this a little bit here. Let's see. Okay, go ahead. Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead. Okay, let me just take a little more slack out of this. Okay.
Let me cut the tip. I think it's going to grab a little bit.
Listen.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, hold on. Go ahead and go reverse. Go ahead and
Reverse.
yeah, reverse.
Ready?
Yeah. Try forward. Okay, hold it. Let me try taking some of the bend out of that. Let's see here. Turn it on and then turn it off. I'm not going to be thumping on it. Go ahead. You want to keep it on? Take your hand off. Alright guys, I think we got it here. We got through the thing there. I got, let's see, turn it off. I don't want to pull it off yet. I don't want to pull it out. I don't want to back out and not know if I got it.
It doesn't got it right now.
Not yet, because if I pull this, it took me a long time to get through that trap, right? And if I don't got it, I don't want to fight that trap again. Do you get what I'm saying now?
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to the point, right?
No, okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't want to have to fight to get it back in if I don't got it.
Right.
I'd rather see if I got it. That way I don't have to go through hell.
It makes sense.
It looks like we got it. Okay guys, it looks like we got it. If she wanted to know if I want to pull it out, because it'd probably flow better, plus if I have something on the end. But if I pull it out, then I have to fight to get through that trap again. And I want to see if I don't have it, I'll just keep going. And it appears like I got it. As long as it's not going downstairs and into the garage. Sometimes you put a hole in the pipe and you think you got it and the garage floor is soaking wet. Popping at it. Okay, I just, we're good.
And you got it.
This is stiff, man. It wasn't far, it was just like, you know, I don't want to go all the way down into nowhere where I can get caught up on something or tear. If it's draining, that's good enough for me.
There's no need when you're draining, you're right.
Yeah, so. There's nothing on there.
Good.
Now watch guys. Watch how hard it is to get in that trap again. Turn it on. I want to see if I can get in that trap again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just for the hell of it. to pull it out. I'm gonna try to hold it.
Hold it and I pull it. Hold it.
No, let's do this. Oh, it wants to go again.
Yeah.
Let me get some pliers on it.
Okay. I got smaller, I think. No, I got the little ones.
Wait, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, pull some of that out. Right there, right there.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get the speed in somewhere. I want to try going through it again if I can.
Wait.
Go ahead. Got it. Hold it right there. It's going through again.
It's going through it, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to pull it out again.
Yeah.
I want to go through it again.
Okay.
Hold, let me get pliers on it.
Uh-huh.
Move it your way just a hair.
Over there.
Not about right. There, go ahead and pull it out.
Got it?
Go. That's good. Okay, keep going. Good deal. Okay, hold it again. I'm going to do it one more time and then pull out about a foot. And then I won't be afraid to pull it up on it again.
Okay. Got it?
It's funny, Lisa, when we were having a hard time. Okay. Lisa, when we were having a hard time with this, she wanted to say a prayer. We said a prayer, and I mean, I'm not trying to get religious on anybody. I don't want to piss people off in there, but you know, I'm not trying to force my belief on anybody. But we said a little prayer, and this sucker slipped right in.
There's something that
the first time.
I want to eat.
Let's go. Okay, go again.
The prayer was answered.
Guys, I just want to make sure that I'm not going through nothing downstairs. You want to run to the garage and make sure nothing looks funny down there, or you don't hear nothing slapping in the wall. We're going to end easy the second time. Yeah, this is kind of stupid of me. Because if I run into problems, I don't have a leash up. And no foot pedal. I don't plumb every, I don't snake frames every day. My hand, I don't know, freaking strength of this thing. Okay. I don't have no strength in my hand.
Shut it up?
Yeah. Can you help me pull out a couple feet?
Yeah. We have it. Okay, let me give a break now. Just come
Go
on.
ahead, now pull it. These pipes, when these get rusty, guys, I should have put some WD-40
I think
in
you've
here.
done this.
I know. I just want to go a little further. I have a lot of coils left.
Okay, here we go.
Wait. I want to see how many coils I got.
It looks like you're having fun.
I have a bunch of coils left. Okay, let it rip. Look at this. This thing wants to go in without it. Look at that.
Yeah, you're done.
No, there's stuff in there.
Oh, they're there?
Maybe another elbow. Let's hit that one. See that little bit of hardness?
Okay, here we go.
Good. There we go. It was like an elbow. Whoop. That's one wanted to hang up there. I'm gonna get past that 90 maybe. There we go. Boom, right here. I can feel on the snake, when I'm pulling up, I can feel like something clumped up on a pipe. You can feel the vibration when I pull up on it. Want to get a picture of this out?
Yeah.
Get the snake in the picture too. I think we're done. Guys, I like to keep my hand somewhere between the drain and here, like in the middle, whenever I'm pulling up. That way I don't get a coil looping up on me. If I'm going to go up this high, I like to grab somewhere in the middle. And I'm trying to ream it in and out to give the guy his money's worth. I'm calling it done now. Okay, turn it off.
Done?
Okay, I'm gonna try running a little water down there. Let's see here. The video on? Yeah. I think what I'm going to do.
Bring it out and go here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to rinse his coils off, guys, since the cleaning aid hasn't been here. I'm going to put this on the floor. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, it was probably in here.
Yeah, anyway, let's put this up here. And I want to just kind of clean my coils off. See how many feet I went in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's that?
That was your phone.
I'm just curious how many feet I went.
Okay.
You can leave it there. I'm going to just coil it up in the bathtub. I'm going to
Is that right?
Yeah. I'm just curious. Okay. You didn't pull nothing up. Okay, clean enough. Okay, I think the snake's clean. It's been washing through.
Tú eres tuyo aquí. No me
Okay,
quieres.
I'll do it. No, go ahead. You
break.
just hold it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
My hand's jacked.
That's what I'm
Let me
saying.
try this side.
Can I do it? See?
I know if I keep this a certain way out, it goes in easier.
Maybe pull it out.
Pull it on the floor and give me a straight shot. It'll go easier. It's all rusted.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah. About
Better?
that, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe if you, there we go. Got it.
Going right?
When you get this cable straight, you can feed it better. Keep the cable straight, like if you want, move that motor back. If you keep that cable straight, it'll go in easier. There you go. Go ahead. We gotta find a string for that and a mixing valve. You can see it's still dripping. Pull out. What I do, guys, usually is I take WD-40 with a straw, and I take WD-40 with a straw and shoot some WD-40 down that hose, and then I put about a quarter of a can inside the holes there and turn it around, and that gets all in the coils so I can slip it out and slip it in a lot better. Can you take a picture of that, or did you get it already?
I did.
Huh?
I did. I can do it again. No, because I get over there. Pick it up.
Yeah. I will.
So there's it. Yeah.
Let's let these dry out outside. Put some WD-40 on them. Okay, let me just open this sucker up and make sure it's still good. Put the camera this way. Good thing we got cleaning people coming. I'm going to just throw this away. Don't get your shoes wet, and then we'll just kind of clean everything up. I'll flush this out and put it. Good job, Al. Thank you for the help. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you.
Teamwork.
See, just to the side of the wall a little bit. Let me get a picture of that. I'm working on that drain right now.
Yes.
Okay guys, I just got to pick up a plate for that. I don't know where it is. I don't know if the screws are any good. If they're not, we'll just silicone it in. It looks like the screw holes are good. But we'll catch up with Alicia. She's been helping me, so she didn't finish her light fixture over here.
Okay.
She's been too busy. This is going to be a low profile fixture. So this job keeps adding up. All right, that's a good thing. All right, Al.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, she's got her light fixtures done. This one has 3 settings, but we got this one because it's low profile. It doesn't clip the other one. They had a globe and it was hitting, so they took the globe off. And of course she's got this one done right here. And now I'm going to get into this Mixet valve. It's a dripper. So I'm going to see what's in there. See if it's, there's two types of Mixets. They got the long one, which you hardly ever see, at least in California. And then they got the short one. Most likely it's going to be the short one. So we'll take a look in there in a minute. We're going to get into this valve here. But if you hear a beep, that's Alicia. She's installing smoke detectors. Let's see if I... Oh yeah, I can't. Can you point this and show what they're doing?
What's that?
Point this in the direction, show them what you're installing. They've requested that we put it above the door instead of on the ceiling.
Mark the date on.
So we're going to go ahead and honor their request.
10 year.
And usually we like to put them on the ceiling. These are 10-year smoke detectors. They have batteries that you can't remove, and they last about 10 years. You got to put the date on them. Same with the CO detector. We have to have one upstairs, one downstairs. Where we live, you have to have one in each bedroom and hallway. We like to put one in the living room as well. So, all right, let's see what we get here. Okay, this thing's all stripped out and broken. The pin's gone right here. So we're gonna need a new trim kit. I have one of those in the truck. Okay, thank you. Okay, with this being cut so tight, we won't know if this is a long one or a short one until we take this off. This might be hard to get off. Sometimes you think they're hard and they come right off. What happens is this sleeve is compressed over this nut. This nut is about that long, and this sleeve goes over the top of it, and it's got pinch marks on it where it's been crimped. If this won't break loose, because this is where the threads are, if this won't break loose, then what you do is, that won't break loose, and you can spin this within this. And basically what happens is you'll have to put a pair of vice grips if you want on top of this and that to keep this from spinning, because sometimes this will break loose and these threads that are on the fixture, on the manifold, won't, and this will stay in place and this thing will spin, and it just spins around and around. So then if you put a pair of vice grips on top of here, or channel locks, and crimp it hard, then you'll be able to turn this nut by crimping this down on it. Just never know how it's going to turn out with these Mixets. So anyway, I'm gonna go shut the water off and see what we can do. And by the way, guys, spraying WD-40 all over this thing ain't gonna help you. The threads are inside here, and the only thing WD-40 is gonna do is it's gonna make your pliers slip. So sometimes I like to, if you don't want this to spin around with it, if you turn this and this spins around in it, this is a two-part valve. If you're turning this, it's going to leave the other half in there, and it'll separate from itself. You want to make sure that when you're spinning this stays in place. Otherwise, the valve opens and then it comes undone, and now what you have to do is just keep moving forward, and then you got to take this piece and get it off of this, and then go back in there and try to thread it in and then bring it out. I actually had a puller, have a puller. my neighbor made it for me. He had his own little machine shop in the garage, and I gave him a couple of spare parts that I took off old valves. And if this comes undone and leaves that back piece in there, I have a tool that will thread into it, reverse thread, and it has a slide hammer. And you just, you know, lubricate and try to get it out with the slide hammer that he made me. He's long gone now. He was probably in his 70s when he made that for me, and that was 15, 20 years, my neighbor. He's gone now. I cherish that tool because it's gotten me out of a lot of situations, and he made it for me. He didn't have to. I was telling him one day about a problem I was having with these Mixet valves that I hated them, and he came up with a solution. So anyway, I'm gonna go get something to break that loose and shut the water off as well. When you go to remove these cartridges, you should make sure that the valve is in the open position, or at least halfway. That does two things. It gets rid of the suction in the pipe for pulling the cartridge out. And number two, if the cartridge is in its off position, that means it's pushing against the inside manifold. And what happens is, when you're trying to turn this and this wants to come with it, what happens is it's hard to get it out because it won't spin freely because this. Anyway, the whole idea is to take your handle, and you do that with any cartridge or any stem. You open up the stem at least halfway before you try breaking it loose. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. You can hear the suction go down, and just a little bit. Now what I want to do is I don't want that to spin with it, and I'm going to put a pair of vice grips on it to control it. Something like that. Okay, so it's free. Now when I try to break it loose, actually I should put it this way. That way, when I go to break it, loose, it's going to want to spin this way anyway. So there we go. Now, if you try to put a crescent wrench on that thing, it's just going to round off this here. Just get a pair of channel locks, or even a pair of vice grips. And you don't have to worry about marring that up because it comes with a new sleeve. So, okay, once you break it loose like that, boy, this is coming easy, guys. Eventually I have to remove my vice grips. Almost. Okay, I'm going to remove them. Maybe I'll hold it right here. And my hand is ready. Let's see here. There we go. This whole thing came out. Can you believe this is the short one? Usually this never comes out. Usually this guy here stays in there, and you gotta get vice grips, you gotta heat it up, you gotta do a lot to get it out of there. Now this was very hard to turn. It was very hard to do the temp control, and that's because I'm filling it and it's full of shit. So we're gonna polish it all out with WD-40 and a brush. And I thought, well, I'd like to show you how this breaks apart. I am a little bit pinched for time on this job, but I thought maybe if I could push it through. I'm going to show you here. This here spins. That turns it off, I think. And then you go here. If you go too much, you go too much, you can see that thing coming out. Oops. See that thing coming out, and you're twisting it, trying to get it out of the wall, and all of a sudden, this piece comes out like that. You're over here trying to break this out of the wall. And then this piece comes out and leaves this stem inside there, ruining your butt. Then you gotta take all this out, you gotta get this stem, take it out of this housing, and try to go back in there and thread it and pull it out. But with that puller he gave me, they can be in there, and I can put that stem that he made me in there, reverse threads, and pound that sucker out if it don't want to. Sometimes it'll even break, where this will break off if you're pulling hard enough, it rips something. These Mixets are the worst thing to have. Okay guys, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna polish this baby out so the new one will turn easy. All right. Okay guys, we're gonna polish this sucker out. Put a little WD-40 in there. And then we'll flush the WD-40 out because it's not good for the seals, the O-rings. But we do need to get it polished out. Hey Al, I'm gonna need plumber's grease too, Alicia. Oh, look at that guy. I don't have no power in this wrist. Okay, guys, I want to get a paper. Hey, Allie, I need paper towels to wipe. Can you wipe that out with paper towels? Yeah, and then I'll flush it. Paper towel. Here's the new cartridge. This is a Mixet, and it comes with the piece here. Has an O-ring, we'll put some plumber's grease, but I want to get most of this WD-40 out before I go sticking this in there, because WD-40 and O-rings, they're not the best. So, we'll just go ahead and cram that in there the best we can. thing is smooth and shiny. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do, Al?
What is that?
I don't want this to get.
You do pictures of that?
Yeah, I did. I want to flush this out real quick with the camera on. Can you just get that away?
I'll go downstairs and I'll flush it so you get like.
No, I'll do it. You just let me know once it pours out of there. I'm not going to do much. It's just to make sure any debris. We flush it out because all this, you know, I could have knocked some calcium off and shit like that, and then I put the cartridge in on top of it. It's not going to be good for the new cartridge. So let me just blast it out real quick.
Yeah, I cleaned out. You can give it one more. Go ahead and do it one more time. Okay.
Now guys, when I flush this out, I didn't go ape shit on that ball valve. I just turned that ball valve on about a quarter of the way because you never want to full throttle a ball valve because of all your other plumbing. But the good news is whatever pressure was sent up through the pipes didn't hit the other faucets because this was wide open. So it's not like I shocked anything. I just went a quarter and it had its relief right there, so it didn't shock any of the other pipes, but yeah, it flushed out. Okay guys, so now it feels good. We're gonna get some plumber's grease. And can you put plumber's grease on that list? I'm almost out.
Okay.
Take some of this, and in she goes. Reminds me of a prostate exam. Okay, oops. I should have had this open, but I'll just go ahead and stick this extra in here. I was ready to put some. Okay, so here we go, guys. We'll go ahead and lube up. This right here, I just get it on the O-rings. A little on this seat right here, and a little bit here. Okay, now you've got. Let me show you. I think you're in the picture here. It comes with this ring, but it comes with more rings here. And they don't always come in the order that they're supposed to go on. These rings, let me show you. They come in a certain order, but they don't come in that order. They expect you to read the instructions and figure it out. Basically, you have two brass washers. One should go in front and one should go in back of the Teflon like that, and then onto there. These go right over here. So when you put that on, it gives you friction-free turn, because this basically, all this, the way this valve works is you turn it on and it lets, you turn it this way and it brings it in, you get water, you turn it this way and this compresses to the wall. This is in the open position. When you turn it off, you turn it like this and see this thing goes towards the wall and hits the back of it, it stops the water. You always install it and remove it in the open position. Now these will go on here. You put one like this, and then I always like to take some more plumber's grease. Shit, guys. Like that. And I like to lube that Teflon up so it'll spin easy. And a little on here as well. Put that one on next. So you're basically just sandwiching it like this. Look at me working over an open drain. What an idiot I am. Okay, so now you have that hot right here. The best way to do this is just to go ahead and take your pliers, open them up a little bit, Don't want to mar this up, but just take it like this, and as you're going in, you can do this. So we're all lubed up, everything's good. The red goes up, and then you see that little hole right here? That's so when you put on this temp control handle right here, there's a pin that's supposed to be there. It's barely there. That pin, when you tighten up this screw, it closes up this clamp, and that pin goes into that hole and locks it on. As we'll put a new trim kit on tomorrow. I just want to get this in because cleaning is coming at 1, so I'm trying to get as much work done as I can before the cleanup crew. They were supposed to be here in the morning, but I told the owner, you know, let's keep stacking on more and more work. Now, right here, there's a little ridge that you have to get by, right in here. This O-ring has to jump over this little section in here, and it's hard. So I like to make sure it's all lubed up good, and then I'll take maybe a pair of vice grips since this one feels hard already. And I'll lock on to about right here because it has a little ridge. And I'm not going to bother that. Like this, and I'm going to try to get this booger in. There it is, like that. And last thing you want to do is mar up the O-ring, but she's in all the way. So now, we can take, I've got enough grease on my fingers. Now don't do what I just did, guys. I'm wiping the grease in, plumber's grease. But these have little splinters, little shards. I've done this before and ended up having to get in a pair of needle nose. So it's better just to wipe whatever you got on your glove, the plumber's grease. That'll help the next guy that comes along, which possibly could be me if it doesn't last. If you have hard water, this thing will probably be gone and need a new one in 5 years or so. Okay, so this guy's got to go back on like that. Now we're going to put this guy on. And this doesn't have to be too tight. You've already got all the space off of it. You just want to compress it a little bit. You don't want to, it doesn't need to be compressed in so much. Now, this is a time you could use a crescent wrench because you're tightening it up and you don't want to mar all this crap up. So I will go get me a crescent wrench. I won't put those on. Let me go get a crescent. Okay guys, let's take a crescent wrench like this. And just no, I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, watch guys. This has still got quite a bit left because it's going over this hump. Okay, we're almost there. So sometimes I go a little bit more and then I back it up, but that feels good. Now we'll use this handle. This is in the closed position here, turns really nice. This is in the open, and let's say that you have your temp control handle on it, was working. Let's pretend this is our temp control handle. See how it turns. Boy, it's smooth, look at that. Before it was frozen, it wouldn't even turn. Okay, so now Alicia is going to turn on the water. I'm gonna have her turn it on with this valve open all the way, so it doesn't shock the lines. She goes real easy too, but still. Okay, Al, go ahead. I'm gonna open up this line here to take some of the shock out. She doesn't shock it. She goes slower than I go. Go ahead, Al. Hold on, guys. Allie. Thank you. I got both valves open so you can go a little faster. Okay, all the way. All the way, please. Okay guys, I'm gonna set the water over here. With this faucet. Now let's try it, see if it drips. Now, don't get all worried if you see a drip, because sometimes even though you don't have it diverted up, water does go halfway up the pipe. Never makes it up this high. And then of course that water has to go down that pipe and drip out here. People turn off the water and a minute later they still see it dripping. They don't realize it's water coming from the shower head. If they have the shower head on, they have water continuously dripping down this pipe. I wouldn't get all bent out of shape until it's been about 3 or 4 minutes. After 3 or 4 minutes, if you still got a drip, you got an issue. And if you want to hustle it up, just rattle this up a little bit, just like that. And tap it, and you're good to go. And it looks like we have no more drips. Shit. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and buy a new trim pack and a new strainer and bring it tomorrow morning and finish this job up. I can't today, we still have a lot more to do today. And then I've got an estimate in the morning, so anyway, I'll probably stop at Home Depot on the way home and get all this stuff. We started this yesterday, so now we can finish it off and make it look good. So, you want to see if any of those covers fit?
It feels like it might sit on that like a touch.
Go ahead, try it. Yeah. I gotta get that. Residential repair. Hey, what's going on, buddy?
I had a question for you. In these bedrooms, these are like hallways, closet down in here. Chef, but and then one bedroom has one with a lock. Should I just make them all with locks like that? And
Yeah, run that by me.
okay, so 2 of the 3 bedrooms have just hallway, closet, and house.
Yeah, you just make them all bed, privacy. Yeah, if it's a bedroom or a bath, make it privacy, and then if it's a hall or a closet, yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
No worries. Okay, bye-bye, love you, bye.
Bye.
Let me get a picture of that. Because you could just use that if you don't want it.
The what?
How's it gonna work?
It's gonna go here, like that.
Okay, let me get a picture. Give me both pieces, please.
And I'm gonna go get
Can you
longer
take that
screws.
piece out?
Longer screws, yeah.
Okay, lay it like that for now.
I'm gonna get the screws.
Okay.
So I was right.
But would that work?
That was 3.
Would that work?
No, that's the main. That's
They're
the
both
main
4 1/4, I know, but won't that just fit in here? Don't take it out, but just kind of amuse me. Okay. got it.
oversized.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, what we're gonna do here with this kit. The other kit that's 50 some bucks, I like it better because it has a longer tongue on it. But money's an issue, I guess, for this job. And guess what? The screw that goes here is gone. Allie, the screw that goes here is missing.
On the other side?
Yeah, maybe we could take...
Okay, the one I saw it on the other one.
No. Maybe we could steal the one. Let me see. Oh wait, here it is. Got it. I was panicking.
Okay, cool.
Can I have that locked? Oh, perfect. Okay. This piece, this little screw, you don't need to Loctite, but we will put a little dot of Loctite on there because these handles always come loose, and then nobody does nothing. Nobody thinks to get a screwdriver and cinch it up, and they keep using it until this starts to come loose and starts stripping out right here. So, in fact, Danco, I believe, puts a little dot of blue dried Loctite on their handles, but Mixet don't. Alright, I started the screw right here. Now when you put these on, your hot goes here, your cold goes there, you bring it in there, and then you kind of just make it easy to get to the screw, and you just tighten it until it starts to have a drag. And I like a little bit more drag on. So about like, yeah, like that. And maybe a little more. So I tighten it where it has about like that much, you know, you gotta feel it. You want some resistance. As I turn it, I'm gonna push in and turn it to this screw is on the bottom and the hot and cold looks right. So I'm pushing in like that. I'm gonna give it a little more while I can. I'll keep pushing. Push, push, push. That looks pretty good right there. Mix it in the right spot. Now I'm gonna tighten this booger up. Not too much because they strip. Well, like that right there. Right there where you don't want to turn no more. I don't need to give it a 1/4 inch on top of that. Just where it is, because we're gonna cock that anyway. But look, it's solid. Okay, now when it comes to this is where you have to be careful. There's a little pin. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. A little pin. That pin goes into that hole underneath here, right there. So what I'm going to do, and what I like to do is before I put it on, I know that the red is supposed to go up, but I still like to, this is going to go to the bottom, but I still like to test it, because if it's wrong, I don't want to have to try to take this out and mess that thing up. So we're going to turn it on and make sure that if I go this way it's hot, if I go that way it's cold. That way I only have to do this once. So let's go ahead and put the old handle on it. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it right. Well, oh, by the way, you shouldn't try to use these temp controls when the valve is closed. It's always better to use the temp control when you got the valve slightly open or more. So let's go ahead and open it up. Now, so let's go ahead and turn it that way, and this should get hot. Okay, it's getting hot. Real hot. Okay, now let's turn it the other way. That should be cold, and it is. So we're good. So put it in the middle. I'll shut this down like that. And we'll put this guy on right here. The drain's draining good. Now, when you put this on, you don't just, you know, this is gonna go like this. They make it so you can have, they put the temp that way if you want it up or down, mostly down. Okay, when I put this on, I put it right to where it wants to slide here, but see how that screw is? What I wanna do is before I wanna push this screw through in and hold it with my finger and try to maneuver it over this until I hit that hole. And I think I'm almost, it's not there yet. Okay, I think I'm going to give it a little more. Sometimes they come from the factory, too screwed in and it won't reach. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little more and hope that reaches. So you hold that like that and bring this guy in. There we go. Now that's in, but this block isn't in. So let's see what we're doing here. The hole's way back here. If I go right here, that should reach it. These are always, people get nervous and they get pissed off and they just start smacking it, and then you break that little thing there and you gotta go get another one. So I'm gonna try pushing it with a screwdriver a little bit. Okay, this little nipple is hitting there. I think I might have it. There, I think. Let's see. Sometimes they go right on. Okay, I can see that The nipple is, this is too bright. The hole is right there. And it looks like I'm in the hole. The only way to find out is to tighten it and see if it sucks it in. And if it doesn't, you start over. So I'm there. I'm gonna tighten this guy up. And then I'll know. It looks like I'm in the hole. I took a light and it looks like I'm there. And you don't want to over tighten these. What this does, when you tighten it, it draws that box in and it's got like a little ramp up. And as you tighten it, that little white plastic thing comes in and goes up because it's on a beveled track. And it locks into that hole and it sucks this in. Okay, we're good, see? And I've seen guys, and they check on, they wiggle the shit out and then it comes off and the nipple's broke. You can tell if you got it. This is all you need to do, it's there. Now, this is so easy to strip. I usually just go until I float it in my hand, and when my hand starts doing that, it's almost like a torque wrench, this hand, even though it's all screwed up. But I can tell when I'm happy, and I'm happy right there. Now, I always put Loctite on this little guy here for the handle because this here will come off and then they ruin the handle. And trust me, you can always get it off. If you have to, you can just pop that handle right here, just crack it, and then you got the screw here and you can hold this with pliers and you can break it loose. You can put a pair of vice grips on this screw right here and if it's stuck in there. But I've never had to fight a blue Loctite, and you're gonna see how much I put. Very little, just enough to make it work. I get it on my finger right here, like that, and then I put just a little on the first two threads, something like that, and that's it. Okay. Okay, when you do this, when you're going to give it the final cinch, hold this, that way it doesn't screw up the rubbers in the wall, because you'll turn this will turn, and you mar up the seats. So just go like this. And you don't want to go too much, you'll crack it. About like that. And let that dry. Now, let's go ahead and give it a shot here and see how she does. Okay, all the way on. Left, right, middle, and off. We're done with that, guys. Now we're going to screw around with this drain right here.
All the way through.
All right.
So it'll be fine.
All
See,
right.
the length, it
Good.
doesn't matter. And there are.
Don't cinch it down tight because I'm going to be the one that has to come here and undo it
Right.
to run a snake in it.
So this is the trim right here. You put it on like
Get
that.
a picture of that.
It falls into place. Watch. There.
Right.
That looks much better than they just dropping this.
Make the two pieces separate for a minute.
Okay.
Bring the other piece in.
See? When
No,
you
put
go
the
like
one
that,
piece in.
see,
Okay.
that looks nicer.
Okay. Put that in and put that piece next to it. Right there. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Now get the light in here. See that? You're gonna go like that, and then find the little hole.
Put the screw in there, would you?
Sure.
Just so I can see it. Now put it like you're putting it in.
Oh. You go in here.
Don't worry about it. Just make it look good for the picture. Okay, thank you. Can you put something around and get it done?
Yeah. I can do that.
Thank
Those
you.
are
I don't know
good.
what I did with the orange screw.
Those are actually perfect screws. Look at that. It's threading nicely. Look at that.
Don't speak too soon.
Look.
I know, but you haven't gone all the way through.
Oh, it's going good.
You're partying before the guests get there.
Okay.
Because I don't want to try to cut those with my cutter. I'll screw up my blades since they're stainless.
They are stainless steel.
You want the drill? Let me go get the drill for you. The little
Okay,
one.
yeah.
Hey, you brought that air gap covering. Doesn't that go to the van?
Look at that.
Okay.
Right here, so you can see what's going on here. Watch.
Oh, the air gap cover, doesn't that go in our stock?
No.
What do you
But
know?
you got two.
Right, and I wanted to keep two.
Okay.
But we already
yeah.
used ours. That
Yeah,
goes back in
that
the
goes in the
plumbing.
bin. To the line so you can see. The screw
Hey,
is long.
baby, you act like I've never seen this before.
Okay.
I've been doing this 30 years.
Alright, I'm just trying to let you know this is going good.
Let me get a picture just as is. Thank you.
Huh?
Yeah, don't go too tight though.
Uh-huh.
I don't want it to rattle, but at the same
See,
time.
that's moving.
Yeah.
That's good.
The other side?
There.
The other side's a little high, the screw.
That was good.
Good. Looks good too.
No one's not tripping. Looks amazing, right?
Right, can I have all the trash? Hey, keep on the lookout for that orange screw. I don't know what the hell I do with it. Alright guys, let's go see what else we got.